It is a complete course project. Please learn them in order. This is part 4, texturing. Okay, now we want to make texturing for our object. So texturing is really important. So if you want to match 3D objects in live action footage, so the texturing will give the object believable as real. So lot of guys having troubles in when you texture some objects. So in this project I will teach very clearly how to texture this entire scene. So before that you need to copy our images for our texturing process. So we already download for our footage file. So inside you have that images for our texturing purpose. So if you miss that, the link in the description box, go and download this Matchmove WinRAR file and extract it. So inside you have this one. So here you need to copy 3 things. So first one is disk underscore texture, and control select on environment underscore environment, and then you want to control select ground. So these 3 things you want to copy and go to your destination folder. In my case, my D drive is my destination folder. In introduction to Matchmove, mid, Maya, in source images you want to paste that one. So our all 3 objects will be pasted. So now I close my destination folder and go to Maya. So now we want to texture this one. So before that I want to unwrap. Okay, now we want to texture this one. So I will select this base box 01 in outliner. So I will isolate select. So I will go with very slowly, so listen carefully. So now I want to go to top view. So when the box base selected with isolate select, so go to UV and choose planar option box. So I will reset my settings, go to edit and reset settings. Here you want to choose bounding box and choose camera projection. So that means it will takes the top view as our camera, and choose keep image width and height ratio and choose project when your object selected. So right click and choose object mode and go to perspective view. So now I want to go to UV and choose UV editor. So see here we got our projection over top. So now I close my UV editor. So now I want to select the corner edge. So right click and choose. So double click on middle corner edge over here. So that means the entire loop will be selected up to bottom. So like this you want to do on all other side. Hold shift and double click on this corner edge, and hold shift and double click on this corner edge, and hold shift and double click on this corner edge. So our 4 corner edge will select with whole loop. So and then you want to select this in part. So over inside, so shift double click on this edge over here. So all the way through, so in loop like this. So you will select with this corner edge, this corner edge, this corner edge and this corner edge. And then inside here you want to select the whole loop in center like this. So now go to UV and choose UV editor. So now here you want to choose separate the UV along the selected edge over here. So that means all the selected edge will be splitted. So now right click over in perspective, right click and choose UV and choose UV. So select any UV in outside, don't select inside. So any UV on outside. So now go to UV editor, control right click and choose to shell. So that means our outer UV will be selected. Press W and move in this side like this. So when your outer UV fully selected, so shift right click and choose unfold option box, and here you want to choose legacy. In normal it's set to unfold 3D, you want to choose legacy and choose apply and close. So that means our UV will split perfectly over here. So now right click and choose UV and choose control right click and choose to shell and press E, and you want to rotate it in straight and press W and move nearby to this one. So now you select this whole UV. So in UV mode you select whole things. So control right click and choose to shell, shift right click and choose unfold option box, and you want to choose legacy and choose apply and close. So now the inner part will be unfold, and press R and scale down in mid and press W. You want to keep this one little bit inside of here. So I will select this UV and move this one over here and press R and scale little bit big and select both UVs over here and scale little bit down and press W and move little bit inside. So that means, so I will select this UV and choose to shell and press E and rotate like this and press W and move little bit this one. So now our box UV is perfectly separated. So please keep your UV inside of this white area. So because when you take UV snapshot, it only capture this white area. Don't keep your UV over here or here any of other grid. You only keep this UV inside of this white area. So now we want to make texture in Photoshop. So right click and choose UV. So select the whole UV over here and choose polygons and choose UV snapshot. Now I want to give at least 1024 pixels, so because it's a big object. So now I want to choose browse. Before that, here you want to choose color to red. So that means your wireframe will available in output as red. So now I want to choose my image format as PNG and click OK. So before that I want to save. So I will choose browse. Here you want to save in your destination folder in images. You want to save as this one is the box underscore UV. So and choose save. So that means when I click OK, so it will be saved. So now I want to go to my Photoshop. Okay, open Photoshop and go to file and choose open. So go to your destination folder in images. I have that one. So box underscore UV, open that one. So when the layer selected, so you want to lock this layer 0, create new layer. So drag the layer all the way to down and take paint bucket and choose pure white and click over here. So when the layer 1 selected and lock this layer. So now you want to open your texturing file over in source images. Go to open. So open your source images and choose your dark texture. So as we paste earlier. So you want to take move tool, drag this one all the way to your file over here. So now when the layer 2 selected, take polygonal lasso tool and choose feather to 0 pixels and choose new selection. So this one is the new selection. So now you want to, so I want to zoom in little bit so you able to see the wireframe. So now you want to select roughly, so not be exact, so leave little bit space between texture and the wireframe. So I want to select roughly over here. So like this you want to select up to this area. So I will select like this. So I want to end up with where I start. So now I want to delete this one. So before that I want to inverse select this object. So now I delete means it will delete inside. So I want to delete this one in outside. So that means use Ctrl Shift I. So that means your object will be inverse selected, and press delete in keyboard. Now press Ctrl D to deselect the selection. So now I hide my wireframe over here in layer 0. Now you want to save this as a 2 file. So one thing is Photoshop file for future editing. So second thing is you want to be Targa file for our source images for our Maya usage. So first go to file and choose save as. In images folder you want to choose box underscore CLR. So that means color as a Photoshop file in your images folder. Save. Now I want to save as in your source images. You want to save this as a Targa file box underscore color TGA. So and then you want to save. Now I want to file and choose save as. I want to go to Maya. So I will close my UV editor. So right click on this object and choose object mode. Right click and choose assign new material and choose blend. So I want to rename this blend. So go to over blend here. So and rename this blend as box underscore blend 01. So now click on this checker one. So color checker and choose file. So choose filter type to off. So if you have quadratic, your texture should be blur in render. So I didn't want any blur for our texture. So I want to change my filter type to off and choose my image name. So I will click this folder icon and choose box underscore color.tga in your source images and click open. So see here it will be open, but it should not show in viewport. Press 6 key in keyboard to view in texture mode over here. So now it's perfect. Now I want to re-isolate my object like this. So okay, so now I want to make texture for this box. Okay, open outliner. So and go inside of our left door group 01. So and then you want to select the left door 01. So inside. So now I isolate select this object over here. So now go to top view. So when your object selected, go to UV and choose planar option box. You want to keep the same settings and choose project. Now right click and choose object mode. Now go to perspective view. So listen carefully. So now right click on this corner edge over here. So and choose edge mode. Double click on this edge and then you want to shift double click on this edge and then shift double click on this edge. So you want to select this 3 corners over here. Don't select top side. You want to only select the side and bottom. So you want to do same thing on that side. So shift double click on this edge and shift double click on this edge and shift double click on this edge. So don't select the top one. So and then you want to do here. So this is our front side. So you want to shift double click on this bottom edge over here. So that means you will got selected this edge and this edge and this edge. Here you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 corner edge will be selected. So if you have doubt, rewind this video. So it's very simple. You want to select this 3 corner edge over here and then also you want to select 3 corner edge over here and then you want to select only 1 corner edge on this side. That's it. Now go to UV and choose UV editor. So now I want to select this one. Separate the UV along the selected edge. So right click and choose UV. So now select the whole UV over here. shift right click and choose unfold option box. Here you want to choose legacy and choose apply and close. So that means our box UV will perfectly separated. So over here, so I will select whole UV and press E in keyboard and rotate like this, and press W and move this in exactly in that white part. Press R and scale little bit smaller. So when your whole UV selected, go to polygons and choose UV snapshot. So this one is the smaller object, so I will give 512, sorry about that, 512 height and 512 in Y. So color value to red. So browse, this one is the door underscore UV. So and save. So you want to choose PNG, so all other same values, and click OK. So now go to Photoshop, so I will close this file. So keep this same texture file and go to file and choose open. Go to your images folder and click on this door underscore UV and click open. So when the layer 0 selected, and click lock button and create new layer, keep the layer below this layer 0. So when the layer 1 selected, take paint bucket and choose white color and click on here. So when the layer 1 selected, click lock button. So when you want to select the layer 1 and take the desk texture and move it into your door UV. So you want to scale down little bit smaller like this and press enter. So it's enough for us. So now I want to hide my layer 0. So now go to file and choose save. So first you need to save as Photoshop file. So I will choose this as a door underscore CLR. So that means color, as a Photoshop file in your destination folder images. I want to save as Photoshop file. Now I want to save this as a Targa file in source images. Go to file and choose save as, and save as Targa. Go to your source images and choose door underscore color .tga and choose save and click OK. So now I go to Maya. So I will close my UV editor. So right click on this object and choose object mode. So when the object left door 01 selected, right click and choose assign new material. So and choose blend. So now I want to choose this one as door underscore blend 01 and press enter. So I will move the outliner a little bit. So I will click on this checker box and choose file and filter type to off. So and click on this folder and choose door underscore color.tga in your source images and click open. So now our door will be textured perfectly. So I will re-isolate this object. So now I want to apply same texture for this door also. So we cannot able to, so we do not want to unwrap again and we want to texture in Photoshop. So we will so see here, this is an same object of same face, same edge and same vertex. So that means you will transfer this texture to this file. Sorry, you will transfer this texture to this mesh. So I will select this mesh, shift select this mesh and go to mesh and choose transfer attributes option box. Okay, so first you want to select the textured UV mesh, textured mesh, and shift select the untextured mesh and go to mesh and choose transfer attributes. So now I want to choose here color sets to off, UV sets to all and color sets to off, and choose component. So here you need to choose component and choose transfer. So that means, so when I select this one, go to UV and choose UV editor. So it also perfectly aligned as we did for this. So now you want to apply same material for this one. So right click and choose assign existing material. Don't choose new material, assign existing material. Here you need to choose door underscore blend 01. Okay, now it's perfectly textured like this. So it's very simple. Whenever you have multiple same object, you will transfer that UV attributes very easily. So it's very awesome to in Maya. So now we texture this both object. So now we want to apply some materials for other objects. So I want to see the inside object very clearly. So I will select my door base box 01 and go to channel box and layer editor. So and click on this one last button. So that means the selected object will be add to this layer automatically. Now I want to disable this visibility. So now you able to see the inner object very clearly. So now I want to apply. So I will select left door pivot 01 and control select left door pivot 2. So and shift select this one and shift select this one. So you want to select all this object, and then I will select my text, and then I want to select my this one and then this one. So you want to select all other objects like this, so except this one. So you want to select all other object. So I will just apply blend. So right click and choose assign new material and choose blend. So this one is then black underscore blend 01. So now I will choose so deep black over here. Don't choose pure black, so I will give some values over here. So if you have pure 0, so it will not contract with lighting, so I will use little bit values over here. So that means your all other objects will be give black color, so except this. So here I want to give white blend. So right click and choose assign new material and choose blend. So here I want to give white color, so I will give not pure white, so I will give up to 90%. So I will give value to 0.9 like this. So like this. So now we textured our all objects in our scene. So that's the end of our texturing. So I will turn on this one. So now we got perfectly textured our object. So I will hide this left group, so all these things. So in next part we want to rigging our model. Click the button to learn part 5 rigging.